Imagine Saturday night, you turn on your TV. In the blue corner, Teofimo Lopez. In the red corner, Shakur Stevenson. And tonight, they go to war. Could be a fantasy fight, could be reality. We can't really depend on Twitter tweets, but let's go into this world of imagination where they're kind of in the same position, where Teofimo Lopez goes and fights Lomachenko, becomes at the pinnacle, the top of the sport, and then loses it all against Kambosos, and then tries to sort of get his name back in the spirit, try to redeem himself, but ultimately fails at 135 and has to move up to 140. Then at 140, Josh Taylor back at undisputed, and this time he goes and defends his belts, doesn't lose them, doesn't get knocked down. Instead, it's like a successful reign that he should have had at 135. But tends to be one problem currently happening, consistently happening with Teofimo Lopez. He overvalues himself. 23 years old, undisputed world champion. 25, 26 years old, two-time undisputed world champion. He feels as if he should be getting paid millions upon millions upon millions. He feels as if he's pound for pound greatest in the world. He should be getting Canelo paid $30 million a fight. But promotional companies doesn't feel that way, which leads Teo to destroy his reputation even more with top-ranked ESPN. He goes and says black fighters rule boxing, and that they've been taken care of they've been taken care of by the government, and now they're being taken care of by boxing. And he goes on, calls Jaron Ennis Boots a monkey, goes to Keyshawn Davis, sends bananas to his hotel room. He goes on Instagram Live to Terrence Crawford, says, "Where is that nigger at?" He doesn't stop. Black comment after black comment after black comment after black comment. Destroys his reputation, but still feels as if he's undervalued. Still feels as if they're not putting up enough millions for Teo Lopez. Now, and that's in the blue corner. We have in the red corner Shakur Stevenson. And I said they're in the same position, not in the same way, but in the same position, where you have Shakur Stevenson, 126, champion after champion after champion, Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, plenty of more names that he just completely dominates. Eventually puts his name upon the pound for pound champions just from his sheer skill in constantly dominating each opponent, not just in a fight, all 12 rounds. Not a round is given up to anybody. Then he takes a turn at 130, does the exact same thing, champion after champion, then goes to 135, and it's like all is lost. For what? All of a sudden there's a criticism because of his power. He's not Tank Davis. He's not putting guys out like Tank Davis. Oh, but Tank Davis this, Tank Davis that. All of a sudden, the pound for pound king Shakur Stevenson is no longer at the top of the sport. No longer the king of the division. Now he's in someone else's. Now he has to prove himself after proving that he can dominate anybody they put him in a ring with. So he goes to 135, fights Yoshino, some random Japanese dude who knows where they got him from. Never heard of him in my life, but dominates, put him out, put him to sleep. Then goes on, fights Edwin De Los Santos, and all hell breaks loose. Entire reputation is destroyed. Top rank bridges are burnt. They don't even want to do business with him. He goes into his fight with Artem. The only thing they show is how everybody's leaving the stadium. And now Shakur Stevenson is not only being undervalued by his fans, but undervalued by his promotional team. He can't get the money that he was bringing in once before. And now he's in a position of having to not just go toe-to-toe, fight completely out of his character against William Zepeda, but has to prove himself in a way that not many other champions has to prove himself. Abdullah Mason, he can go and fight Sam Noakes and still be like a top champion who, even though nobody's ever heard of that name. Raymond Murtaya, Andy Cruz, Keyshawn Davis can be speed rush and have the appearance of being better than Shakur Stevenson in the fans' perception. But now he has a once in a lifetime opportunity against Teofimo Lopez. Two champions, extremely undervalued, looking to prove that they are the pinnacle once more, as they've been who knows how long. They've always been at the top, but now their position is in question. This Game of Thrones that's going to be played in a ring of who is who they say they are. This is going to be an exciting matchup if it does come to fruition. We have insane knockout puncher, but doesn't tend to carry the power up to 140 as he did at 135. And now his performances are being questioned in the sense of, does it attract the same viewership? Does it attract the same fan base that could garner the millions of dollars he seeks in payment? Then we have Shakur Stevenson, who's not even talking about money. Money isn't even on this guy's mind. The only thing he's looking for is the respect by boxing media, boxing fans, and boxing promotional companies. And since he doesn't have that knockout power at 135, but still carries that dominance that wins every single round, he feels as if that respect needs to be higher than what people are giving him. And so now they come together, hopefully, for this once in a lifetime battle where they get to prove themselves. Let's give this a minute. They get to prove themselves worthy of the respect of the money. Who will win?